folks? It's Charles Just the Man over here. I got some thoughts I want to share with you, and I want to share a little bit about who I am, what I do, and what my intentions are, and all that kind of stuff. Now, I haven't been working for 3 years, and it's awesome. It's awesome. Feels great. I actually don't have a lot of money, but that's okay. I got a lot of time, and I use my time very efficiently by getting knowledge. Getting to know myself, getting to know about what the world is all about, learning about all sorts of subjects, about the languages we speak, about religion, about money, about politics, about energy, all that stuff that's important. I don't really pay attention to sports and shit like that. I'll watch UFC once in a while because I do like martial arts. It's very, very interesting shit. Although I do not really like the whole commercialization of UFC and the whole competitive thing about it. But I also find it's got a lot of good things and all that stuff. But anyways, that's another thing. What I want to talk to you guys about is that I've come to understand is that a lot of us are participating in a lot of nonsense every fucking day. Every day we wake up, we go to work, get stuck in traffic and all this shit and go work for all these different companies, corporations, establishments, governments, so on and so on. You know what I'm talking about. We don't realize that we are part of something really, really bad. And if I look at our society, the more I look at it, the more I find out that we're actually in a sick society. It's sick. It's like diseased. It's polluted. It's got so much toxicity and poison that I can't even function in society. I used to go to work and try to be part of this whole idea of, get an education, find myself a wife and have kids and get a mortgage and get in debt to get the things I want and all this shit. And I've come to realize it's nonsense. It's so counterproductive. I used to get depressed all the time trying to keep up with this shit. I used to be like, what? I have to do all this? I have to succumb to other people? I have to fucking lick the boot heel of people for me to live? And then I have to be susceptible to all sorts of threats if I don't keep up, if I can't make payments and shit like that. But what the fuck? If I want to just build a home in the woods somewhere and just live off the land, why can't I just do that? Why is it that I have to be part of all this nonsense? And so the more I look into everything, I started studying about law, common law, universal law, psychology, all these things. The more I'm finding out that we are in a sick society, and that's why there's so much disease. There's so much mental health problems. There's so many fucking, physical problems, spiritual problems that we're facing right now. I live in Canada, and we like to think that we have it good here, but most of us don't realize how we are living off the sweat, blood, and lives of our brothers and sisters all across the world. We don't realize it, and we go every day oblivious about this stuff, and we're ignorant. And I come across people, and I got a lot of knowledge. I've come across a lot of stuff. I've done a lot of studying, listening to documentaries, listening to people that talk about all this stuff, reading all sorts of articles, scientific, all sorts of stuff, okay? I even play music. In the last 3 years, I've actually excelled very well at playing music, and I find that music is very therapeutic. It helps me deal and cope with a lot of the nonsense, and it gives me clarity in seeing what the fuck is going on in this world. And so I share this knowledge with a lot of people, and I've come to understand that a lot of people like to argue without any knowledge of what the fuck they're talking about. Like, I'll share something that I'm very knowledgeable about, that I know this. I don't believe it, I know it, because fuck, it's like I play guitar. I don't believe that I know how to play guitar. I know how to play the guitar. When I pick it up, I know my notes and shit like that. I'm still excelling and I'm still learning and stuff like that, but I know how to play the guitar. And so I know this stuff, and then people will argue with me without having any knowledge. Nothing to substantiate their arguments with me. And I look at them and say, well, other than go to work every day and be part of the system and be, surrounded with all this perceptual pollution, how is it that you know more than me? When all I have is time to spend and do this research and actually apply it to myself and explore with it with my own thoughts, my own feelings and everything like that. I do this every fucking day. Every day I wake up, I make myself a coffee, make myself a nice breakfast, get all the good nutrients inside my body, get my brain functioning awesome, my heart pumping awesomely, drink my water and all that good stuff, eat my fruits, my vegetables, all the good stuff that actually gives me substance. And I appreciate those things, and I honor and love these things every day. And then I apply knowledge. I go and find out about all sorts of things, and whatever subject comes across, whatever word. Sometimes I'm like, hey, what does that word mean? And I go and I research the etymology, and it empowers me so much. It's so powerful, man. It's amazing. And all I want to do is share this with people because I genuinely love people. People are awesome. We all have something to offer. We just don't know it because, we're distracted. We think we're doing the right thing, but we don't really do the effort and really try to understand and see what we are part of. And so the people that I find that are, really causing a lot of problems in this world is not the ones that are knowingly doing things. It's the ones that are ignorant, that are not knowledgeable. And in today's age of information where we have the internet, where you can actually Google search shit, and I know there's a lot of bullshit on the internet, but if you are diligent enough and do enough of this every day, you will start seeing what's truth and what's not, and you'll start understanding a lot of things that what's going on is not right. It's not healthy to think that we live in a society that if the garbage man all garbage men were to quit their job, that we'd be fucked. And we pay these people less, and we look down on these people because they pick up our garbage. And see, that's how fucked we are. But if you give these garbage men, you tell these garbage men, okay, it's okay, we don't need your work anymore. We keep consuming and buying and shit and whatever and all this stuff. And not just the garbage men, the sewers and all that shit, okay? If they stop working, guess what? It doesn't matter how many doctors we have and all this shit. It ain't going to matter because we're all going to be sick. And there's going to be social chaos everywhere because everyone's going to try to dump their garbage on other people's property and shit. We won't even know what to do with it. And so it doesn't tell much about our society, does it, when we think about it in that sense? And see, a lot of us, I share this, and they're like, wow, that's crazy when you think about it. If you ask someone, what's more important, a doctor or the garbage man? Well, if you're an educated person and you're knowledgeable about how our society functions, the smart answer is, fucking garbage man is more important than the doctor. Okay? I know it doesn't take much education to fucking pick up garbage and shit, but it takes a lot of tolerance to smell that shit. Every day you wake up and have to deal with other people's garbage. I mean, it takes a lot of fucking mental fortitude and physical fortitude to be able to do that job. So I respect these people, man. I fucking love, honor, and respect garbage men more than I will doctors, because doctors, most of them don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't know. They're not that educated. They're not really that knowledgeable. They're not gods like people like to think they are. Yes, there's some of them that can help you and stuff like that, but that's another story. But I'm just sharing this with you guys is that I need all of yous to get involved here, because you know what? I'm part of this. I'm actually in this society, and I don't like being part of it. It's disgusting. Every time I go out there and I watch, I don't watch TV, but I mean, when I see things about, our, in the entertainment business, when you see Miley Bieber acting up and stuff, and I see people encouraging this nonsense, that tells me there's something wrong. Because I'm informed. I care about life, and I care about what really gives me substance. When I see politicians such as Stephen Harper going around doing all these bad decisions for corporations to continuously pollute our waters and our air and our land and stuff like that, and disrespect the native people here in Canada, which these people actually have a fundamental understanding of how important it is to respect, love, and honor the land. And they're going to argue with them and shoot rubber bullets at them. And I see police, standing in between the corporations and people, and they're actually encouraging the bad people to keep doing the bad things. To me, it shows me that most of you police officers are ignorant, are very weak, that you need to fucking wake up and start realizing on which team are you on. Are you on Team Planet Earth? Or are you on Team Planet Destruction? And if you're on Team Planet Destruction, well, here's the news for you, is that you're going against universal laws that are immutable. You think that your laws are what it is, and you think because you hide behind your gun and badge and shit like that, that you have the authority, but it's all false. It's all under false pretense. It's all illusionary. It only becomes true when other people believe it, or when you use violence and shit like that. But it shows how weak you are. and how uninformed and unknowledgeable you are and how unwise you are. You represent the nonsense. You're actually standing in between good and evil right now. You're actually the ones hindering a lot of us right now because you are protecting the ones that are causing us a lot of harm. So I suggest all of you, all my brothers and sisters, and the reason why I'm sharing this is because I care. I care about this planet. I care about all of us. I care about all of us being happy, having an abundance of energy, of food, water, healthy environment that we can actually explore this planet and be able to, all of us, enjoy it and have all the knowledge that we have and gather it and share it and thrive together, grow together, and become better than what we are. Because right now, we're all sick. We're all self-conflicted. We don't understand ourselves. We don't even know where we come from. We don't even make the effort. We're all distracted with all sorts of nonsense. And it needs to stop. Because if you don't, it doesn't matter if you're ignorant or you don't know about shit. The universe doesn't care about that shit. Whatever happens to you, it's a choice. And whatever choices you make, you need to be careful and understand that you are responsible for your own choices and your own actions. And what you do and don't do will dictate what happens to you. Think about karma. Very true thing. Very existent. I've been there, my friends. Please, stay true to yourselves. Love yourselves. Start being compassionate. Show kindness to one another. And I guarantee you, we will get out of this mess. We will come victorious. And we will be happy and loving. And have all the good stuff happen. And we'll be able to go out there and explore outer space and universe and all that stuff and explore all sorts of beautiful things instead of all this nonsense that we're experiencing right now. Thank you for listening. I hope you're paying attention. One love to all my brothers and sisters. I'm out.